Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm checking out 21 Pilots' self-titled album, 21 Pilots. I have been wanting to get into this album for the longest time and I finally got some time to go through it today. If you'd like access to all of my uncut reactions, early access and a lot of exclusive content, my Patreon will link down below. We've gone through so much more 21 Pilots content over there. We've gone through the live streams, behind the videos, lots more over there if you're interested, and my Buy Me Coffee page will be linked down below as well if you'd like to support the channel even further. Let's get straight on into it. From what I'm reading here, the band consists of Tyler, still as frontman of the band, and his high school friends Nick and Chris. So Josh wasn't in the band at this point, I'm guessing. They also didn't have a record label or anything like that, but they're kicking themselves that they left the band. I don't know why they left the band, but let's get straight on into the first one. So the first one we're getting into is Implicate Demand for Proof. The track evolves quickly into a piece that details Tyler Joseph's struggle with his religious doubt, a theme the group would continue to explore further throughout their career. Okay, interesting. Tyler goes as far as to bait God or demands proof of his existence. He questions his power, his presence, even if it means God strikes Jehovah's Tower in the process of his blasphemy. Let's get straight on into this one. Oh. Such different sound for 21 Pilots. Well, it sounds really quite emotional almost. Or like almost that you could walk down the aisle to this song. Oh, wow, this is a really long intro, but it's building up, That sounds almost funny, like a comedy kind of. I know you're not a liar, and I know you could set fire this day. So he's talking up to God here. I know you're not a liar and I know you could set fire this day. Go ahead and make me look away. Tyler believes that all of God's promises will eventually be fulfilled, but because of his doubt, he still wants physical proof of his existence. Oh, so he's asking God to show himself and make it rain fire upon the earth. Oh, wow. Tyler is taunting God, trying to draw him out and make him prove himself. Wow. Does make you feel quite like come down, show your face. I mean no disrespect, I am simply very perplexed by your ways. Oh, the chorus is, you could hardly hear the chorus. It's like rain down, down, down. Wow. So he's almost saying, I think he is saying actually, rain down on me, please. Even if it destroys me, I just want to know that you're there. Such a different sound. I'm not used to this sound of 21 Pilots. So that one's really, he just wants proof. He just wants proof that God is there, and he wants God to rain down on him. Even if it destroys him, he just wants to know that God is there and is a real existence. Such a cool artwork on the album cover. What even is that? Next one we go into is Fall Away. Tyler expresses the conflict he finds within himself as he struggles with his spirituality. The song bears a depressing and suffering tone, quite fitting to the subject matter. Tyler seems to go back and forth between the desire to fight the disconnection he feels to religion in the chorus and accepting it in verse 1 and 2. The second verse on Fall Away was repurposed from an earlier song titled Drown off Tyler Joseph's 2008 independently, no pun intended. What is no pun intended? Wait. Oh, okay. You guys are going to have to help me on it. Is there, I think I remember, why have I forgotten that? I feel like I knew about that. Wait, there's like another album before this. Okay, fall away.
I don't wanna fall away. I don't wanna fall
He sounds so
away.
young. That build up. That build up.
I don't want your way, I want mine. I'm dying and I'm trying, but believe me, I'm fine, but I'm lying. I'm so very far from fine. And
I will disguise and I will lie. Tyler will attempt to hide his true identity from God by lying about what he has done. Although it is inevitable that see the truth regardless of any effort to hide it, Tyler recognises that he still does it anyway. And I will take my precious time as the days melt away. God calls Tyler daily to fulfill his will, but Tyler's will does not go hand in hand with God's. While he does wish to please God, he is drowned with comfort and laziness. Wow. And I'll try to delay what you make of my life, and I don't want your way, I want mine. Tyler passively tries to turn his life into what he wants for it rather than allowing God to mould him into what he has in his mind.
I can feel the pool begin. I feel my conscience wearing thin, and my skin, it will start to break up and fall apart.
Every time I feel selfish ambition is taking my vision, my crime is my sentence, repentance is taking commission, it's taking a toll on my soul, I'm screaming submission. Oh, 3 possible meanings to that. He's been finding himself to be more selfish as time goes on. He chases fame and fortune instead of what is truly valuable. He is lost and doesn't know which route to take in his life. He gives into temptation, leaving him with a need to repent. He may be realising that he is living a life that he will only take him further from salvation. The word sentence could actually mean a written string of words. Viewed from his angle, the lyric is stating that writing music grounds him, preventing a selfish ambition, taking his wisdom. Oh, wow. So he's really like back and forth here. Ooh, it's like haunting almost. Ooh. Oh, okay. I don't want to fall away. I'll keep the lights on in this place because I don't want to fall away. The term fall away is also used in Matthew 26:31 when Christ proclaims, "This very night you will all fall away on account of me, for it is written, I will strike the shepherd and the sheep of the flock will be scattered." Oh. A reference to the above verses, he seems to be evaluating the importance of following God, as we see in the lyrics, "I don't want your way, I want mine." He doesn't want to fall away from God because Tyler believes there's no going back. I will keep the lights on in this place. Light in the Bible commonly refers to the removal of darkness. If this is truly what Tyler is referring to, then he is trying to remove the darkness from his soul, which would align with God's will. Wow, this is very heavily religious background. Super interesting. The next one is the Pantaloon. A pantaloon is a foolish pantomime character. The lyrics suggest that time will make fools out of all of us. The protagonist watches his grandfather's mind deteriorate, followed by his father's. As he grows older, he begins to follow in his elders' footsteps, despite his attempts to do the opposite, losing his mind just as they did. Oh, so maybe like talking about dementia, maybe. Angel number. This is 333 minutes long.
Your grandpa died when you were 9. They said he had lost his mind. You have learned way too soon. You should never trust the pantaloon.
It almost sounds a bit like a pantomime, a little bit there. The grandfather died when the protagonist was only 9 years old. This taught the kid that at an early age not to become overly attached to people who are on their deathbed because of how it will hurt. Oh, a pantaloon is a greedy or foolish old man, originating from the pantaloon character. So in this verse, it seems to apply his father and not the grandfather. This seems to be the Tyler's grandfather was saying and misrepresented by their parents.
Find a wife and build yourself a home.
He's talking about himself.
Learn way too soon that your dad is now the pantaloon.
Verse 2, now it's your turn to be alone, find a wife and build yourself a home. So after moving out of their parents' house, people generally find themselves to be alone for a few years until they find a partner and start a family. You have learned way too soon that your dad is now the pantaloon. Oh. Now he's learned he can't trust his father as well. It's also generational cycle and foreshadows the conclusion of the story in which the pantaloonist finally becomes a pantaloon himself. You are tired, you are hurt. A moth ate through your favourite shirt. Time eventually consumes everything, like a shirt being eaten by a moth. This goes along with the theme of how fragile life is, as a moth-eaten shirt shows that the whole world is falling apart around the protagonist. Whoa. Was this the bridge?
He's seen too many stare downs between the sun and the moon in the morning air. How he used to hustle all the people walking through the fairgrounds. He's been around so long, you change his meaning of a chair now. Because a chair now is like a tiny island in the sea of all the people. And all your friends fertilize the ground you walk. Lose your mind.
I want to go through the bridge. He's seen too many stare downs between the sun and the moon. Taken literally, this line simply means that he's lived too long. He's witnessed the passing of too many days. The phrase stare down is interesting here, however, may imply metaphorical meaning. The sun and the moon are at odds with each other here and may represent the stress of making good choices between good and evil.
You like to sleep alone. It's colder than you know. 'Cause your skin is so used to colder bones.
Oh, he's just screaming still.
You are hurt.
In the very early days.
Your favorite shirt and all your friends fertilize the ground you walk. Lose your mind.
Oh, I wasn't really expecting this. It sounds so different. And where did it go? All your friends fertilize the ground you walk on. When plants and animals die, they can decompose, fertilizing the soil. Joseph's friends have died, and now buried and decomposing they are, as the saying goes, pushing up daisies. But without loss and death, there is no renewal, no flowers, and no beauty. Oh, even the death of the people closest to you renew the world. It's warmer in the morning than it is at night. The symbolism of themes through times of day is particularly relevant to this line. In the morning, the character's demons have fled, making it warmer than it is at night. They talk a lot about morning and night in all of their songs. From what I now know of the whole 21 Pilots, and going through all of their lyrics throughout all of their albums, that kind of links very much to it's warmer in the morning than what it is at night. Very much links to like the sun will rise and we'll start again. So first thing in the morning, you feel warm, you feel like you can conquer the world, you feel good in yourself, and then it comes to night again and you really feel like all your demons there, everything's in your head, you feel cold and you feel just not yourself and full of all these demons. The next one is Addict with a Pen. Tyler begins to pray to God after they haven't talked in quite some time. He confesses his sins and begs his creator for redemption, or to forgive him of his sins, illustrating this as being provided water in a desert. Oh, it's a fan favourite and has even been some of the most emotional performances live. Oh, send me this my way. Any performances, I'd love to watch them after this. A lot of these songs are starting out with the chorus as well.
Hello, we haven't talked in quite some time. I know I haven't been the best.
It sounds quite echoey. I think he's put an echo on it. So it's like talking up maybe, like it's an echoing, a big room, just them together.
And I haven't found a drop of life.
Ooh.
I haven't found found a drop of water.
Oh, okay. Wow. So, yeah, he's talking to God there. I've been traveling in the deserts of my mind and I haven't found a drop of life. And I haven't found a drop of you, of a drop of water. Oh, he's becoming doubtful of God, attempting to replace him with false idols. Water is presented here in both the literal and the... Oh, while one is travelling through the desert, water becomes a definite priority. Tyler is looking for water inside his mind, suggesting that he's searching for his faith. Wow. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, that's really interesting sound.
I try desperately to run through the sand as I hold the water in the palm of my hand.
Ooh,
Because it's all
run
that I
through.
have and it's all that I need. And the waves of the water mean nothing to me.
Yeah, because water would just fall straight through it. The water is symbolic of God's presence within him. He's attempting to hold on to his faith. Yes, one handful of water is not sufficient to survive the desert. In a state of denial, he tells himself that he has in his hand good enough, ignoring the ocean of the distance.
End of my ways as a walking denial. My trial was filed as a crazy suicidal head case. But you specialize in dying. You hear me screaming, Father, and I'm lying here just crying. So wash me with your water.
This is crazy lyrics. He's addicted to the wind as it blows me back and forth, so he's going back and forth between faith and doubt. It's the end of today, end of my ways as a walking denial. So our return to the presence of God will continue to be a daily effort for Tyler. This marks the end of his complete distortion for him. Links to Ode to Sleep. Tyler describes his repeated need for forgiveness that associates with denial of God. Wow. My child was filed as a crazy suicidal head case. Tyler implies that when he sought help for his depressed state, he's been told that it's a hopeless case. Oh, that links to migraine. Wow. You hear me screaming, Father, so he just wants help. Me addressing his father, God. How can Tyler... feels disconnected from him. And I'm lying here just crying, so wash me with your water. With no shade left to give, then Tyler pleads to God as an act of surrender. Throughout the song, his depression and hopeless suicidal thoughts have left him broken and weak. Travelling in the desert of his mind has left him in stage close to death. Oh, wow. So the metaphor, the water, because you need that water to survive, and he's seeing his mind as a desert with only a slight bit of water. Oh, damn. Wow.
I haven't found a drop of life.
Oh. Haven't found a drop of life. Haven't found a drop of water. So he feels like...
I haven't found a drop. I haven't found
Wow. So he like hasn't found an inch to stay alive. A inch of reason to stay alive. Oh my God, I want to watch a performance. I bet this is really emotional. Ooh, those sounds. Next one is Friend Please. On Friend Please, Tyler encourages a friend, considering that life is worth living. It is likely that the song was addressed to someone specific at the time of his writing, but is now a message that addresses many.
I feel for you, but when did you believe you were alone? You say that spiders crawled inside and made themselves
That makes me feel weird.
exterminate your bones.
Whoa. I feel you, but when do you believe you're alone? Oh, so they feel like they're alone and no one understands them. Tyler wants their friend and the entire family to know that they've never been alone. You say that spiders crawled inside and made themselves at home where light once was. Is that because like spiders like the dark? He uses spies as a metaphor for mental illness, and the depression invaded his friend's mind and replaced positive thoughts with ones. Oh, exterminate your bones. Similar meaning as kill your demons. Bones, just like these metaphorical demons, is part of lots of deeply no one can be described. Oh.
I know you want to leave, but friend, please don't take your life away from me.
Oh, friend, please remove your hands from over your eyes for me. I know you want to leave, but friend, please don't take your life away from me. Remove their hands from over their eyes could be showing how blind they are to the situation, that they can't see all the reasons to stay alive, and Tyler's trying to help them find it. It could also be a plea asking the friend to show tears and negative emotions, as you often cover your eyes with your hands, and so let those emotions show. You don't have to be afraid of them. Till we both see the light. So maybe he's got a friend that is having these thoughts, but it's also talking about himself as a friend. Maybe because himself as a friend.
Nothing else allowed to say, but I will listen to you one time. Yes,
Ooh, those synths.
please remove your hands from over your eyes for me.
Oh, that ending. That was an emotional one. That was really emotional one. Next one we go into is March to the Sea. This is a long one of 5 minutes 30 seconds. The message of March to the Sea highlights mankind's affinity to blindly follow one another with the simple comforts of conformity taking centre stage. Humanity is portrayed as weary travellers, tired of trying to find anything new or unique for fear that it will make them see the truth, leading to despair and opening themselves to vulnerability. Also, the song could be viewed as the protagonist being someone whose soul is weary and that they have resolved to just give up, march to the sea, aka death, with a line of others and leave this world.
There's miles of land in front of us, and we're dying with every step we take. We're dying with every breath we make. But all fall in line. No one.
Whoa. There's miles of land in front of us and we're dying with every step we take. We're dying with every breath we make. Stating a fact of life every day is just one step closer to death. The soldiers are in terrible condition, dying with every step they take and breath they make. This relates to Tyler's personal life by showing how he just gets more and more tired with every passing day. I'll look left and right sometimes, but I'll fall in line. The curiosity that Tyler expresses before is manifested by looking at his surroundings in his hopes he will see something that stands out but will remain. He remains apathetic and confirms his pre-existing path of comfort. Also, he's not sure whether to maybe it links a bit to the line where he's doesn't know to cross that line.
Looks up anymore, 'cause you might get a raindrop in your eye. And heaven forbid they see you cry. And about this time of every year, the line will go to the ocean pier and walk right off into the sea.
Oh my gosh. No one looks up anymore because we might get a raindrop in our eye, and heaven forbid they see you cry as we fall in line. Wow. Yeah, so he's looking left and right, but Tyler compares dealing with hardship in his life with looking up. So looking up to God, in this instance, I think, away from the line. He uses the rain commonly used to symbolise sadness and hopelessness as a metaphor for life's many burdens, which are difficult for people to deal with and often lead to depression. Wow. troubles cause emotional distress or that you get a raindrop in your eye, yet it is still looked down upon as it. Oh, wow. But it's okay to cry. It's okay to show those feelings. Oh. And about this time of every year, the lion will go to the ocean pier and walk right off into the sea, and then you fall asleep. So, like, you fall asleep, you pass away? Oh, what? These sounds after that line.
As we near the end of land, and our ocean graves are just beyond the sand, I ask myself the question why.
As we near the end of land and our ocean graves are just beyond the sand, because it represents depression or separation from God to the point that the waves of the ocean that represent death mean nothing to him. Oh, wow. And he's seeing a spaceship now. The whole song is an analogy. The UFO he sees is symbolic of God. He can't see it, but only out of the corner of his eye, like how a person can actually never see God. It also shows how God has influence on his life, but it seems faint and distant to him, like part of the background. And then this next part
Follow me instead.
is God maybe saying, follow me instead, follow me.
Then the wages of war will start inside my head with my counterparts, and the emotionless marchers will chant the phrase, this line's the only way.
The emotionless marchers will chant the phrase, this line's the only way. So is it referring to society in general? Naturally, humans will try to conform and are drawn to follow what everyone else does, even if it's wrong. And then I start down the sand, my eyes are focused on the end of the land. So is this going back to like add it with a pen to describe the desert of his mind? So it's like he's going off and falling into the ocean at the end. Oh. Then follow me, and so he's okay, so he's finding God, like God saying follow me instead.
Follow me instead. Follow me. Follow me instead. Take me up, seal the door. I don't want to march here anymore. I will be in a march to the sea.
Oh wow. Take me up, seal the door. When Tyler states this, he's referring to the spaceship closing the hatch. This represents the final choice of leading away from the format. Oh, the line, otherwise known as society. Wow, I don't want to march here anymore. I realise that this line is dead, so I'll follow you instead. So falling in line with the others will never make him happy. This world is full of sin and destruction, and he knows that following the person in front of him will lead him straight to his death. Oh, Tyler is fully aware of the dangers life and his temptations hold. Tyler's been hearing God's voice in his mind, follow me instead, and now knows that the lines he's marching in, this life as a whole, has no power for him. His security is the only one thing that can save him, and no longer has any interest in worldly temptations. So he's been going on this line, but he's ready to steer off this line and go on another path. Wow. So then you put me back in my place, so now God's put him back in his place. And once again, I'll be in a march to the sea. So he starts to recognise the nature of reality and begins to hear the voice of follow me instead. You are taken up and the door is sealed. Whisked away by angels to some heavenly place. Remember that it's a common belief. So the question says, quo. In this verse, he is saying his place is starting another day in a march to the sea. He's already in his place where he should be. He will be reincarnated into another march to the sea. So enjoy your march and march to the beat of your own drum. Wow. Oh, okay. Wow. Next one's Johnny Boy. Tyler wrote Johnny Boy to honour and encourage his father after he had been fired from his job. He uses Johnny Boy, a general John Doe-like title, to discuss the general unimportance and societal disapproval that anyone can experience, especially financially, like Chris Joseph did around the Great Recession when the song was written. Oh, wow.
He stays home from work this time. He never really told his wife. He never really told a lie. And this time he decides that it's alright. The man deserves a medal, but he's never really won a prize before.
He stays home from work this time. He never really told his wife. He never really told a lie. But this time he decided it's alright. It's alright. Oh. Johnny is going against the curve of society for the first time. Up to this point, he has lived his life with concerns regarding expectations of society. He suddenly makes a choice to cast these values aside as something important enough to cause him to change his perspective of bubbled up in the surface. Oh, what's the lie? Maybe that he's lost his job, just from what I've read. Ooh. Okay, so the pre-chorus, he has fallen in love, he knows it's enough, but the world looks down and frowns. Johnny has a newfound passion for someone or something of which society disapproves. While it may very well be love for another person, it could also be devotion to music, religion, or even a new lifestyle he has grown attached to. Johnny knows he has found satisfaction. Tyler also engages in some clever wordplay here. Literally, the word fallen connects to others looking down at him.
We all know you're qualified to fix a chair and love your wife. They all know you're qualified, but they lie when they blame it on the times. Oh, we blame it on the times.
They deflect the disrespect when they say that they blame on the times, they blame on the times. Blaming lack of motivation on current events is wrong, and Chris instead insists his own optimism in that same interview. What do you mean I'm getting up? I'm fine. I have a great outlook on life. I know that trials, work in your life to make things better. So even though there's bad things happen, he's like, even though I've been fired from this job, what do you mean I'm not letting the world get me down? I'm getting right back up and starting again.
Get up, Johnny boy. Get up, Johnny boy. Get up, 'cause the world has left you lying on the ground. You're my pride and joy. You're my pride and joy. Get up, Johnny boy, because we all need you now.
It's like that saying, is it? Get up, Johnny boy. And he's a father. We need you now. Get up, Johnny boy. Get up, Johnny boy. Because the world has left you lying on the ground. The world puts down Johnny and disregards him as a basic individual. His necessity is overlooked by his nature, which appears to be simplified. Tyler believes that Johnny is capable of so much more than what they say he's capable of. Yeah. You have so much to offer the world. Don't let it get you down.
I will carry all your names and I will carry all your shame.
I will carry all your names and I will carry your shame. Tyler's offering himself as a sacrifice in order to re-encourage all the basic individuals who are creatively immobilized by society. Tyler is almost describing himself as the metaphorical sponge which will soak up all of the identity issues and shame that people, all in selfless effort to get them jump-started into creative lifestyle. Yeah, so don't let things get you down and get up and carry on.
Get up, Johnny boy, because we all need you now. Get up, Johnny boy. Get up, Johnny boy. Get up, 'cause the world has left you lying on the ground. You're my pride and joy. You're my pride and joy. Get up, Johnny boy, because we all need you now.
Yeah, some clapping because you've got up and got on. Yes. Next one is Oh, Misbeliever. Misbeliever is a double meaning for the word misbeliever. Winter imagery is used not only in the lyrics but in the instrumental as well. This imagery is effectively used to represent the inner demons and insecurity of someone who misbelieves in themselves.
Oh, misbeliever, my pretty sleeper, your twisted mind
Sounds a bit
is
like
like snow
Christmas
on the road.
with that jingle bell.
Your shaking shoulders prove that it's colder inside your head than the
Ooh.
winter of death.
That they misbelieve in themselves, causing them to be anxious and insecure. Your twisted mind is like snow on the road. Snowfall causes the road to become slippery and can cause car accidents. By comparing their mind to snow on the roads, it is suggested that they have had dangerous thoughts, indicating insecurity or more serious mental conditions such as depression. Your shaking shoulders prove that it's colder inside your head than the winter of dead. Cold causes people to shake, doesn't it, and shiver, and so do panic attacks and anxiety. So Tyler relates physical coldness to the subject internal coldness, their suffering mental state, by comparing. She believes death would be less painful for her than the current mental state. Oof.
Travel through snow, together we go.
I will tell you I love you, but the muffs on your ears will cater to your fears. So he's telling Misbeliever that he loves her, but she's not taken it in because of her muffs on her ears, so she doesn't believe anything that anyone's telling her. My nose and feet are running as we start to travel through snow together. So they're starting to travel through the snow. Oh, so he's really trying to help. He's even staying out in the snow and causing himself, his nose is starting to run, and he's starting to try and warm himself up, maybe running through the snow, but he's staying out there to try and help her and stay by her side through her mental journey through the snow. Wow. Oh, I love this one.
We get colder as we grow older. Take my hand, we're in foreign lands as
Ooh,
we
land.
travel through snow. Together we go.
Oh, your twisted thoughts like snow on the rooftop. Snow on the roof at first is very light and pretty, so no one really takes notice of it. But after snowing for a long time, it starts to weigh more and more, which could cause the roof to cave in. Oh, so it's like symbolising the thoughts that Misbeliever's having. No one was really noticing them until they become very damaging and she's having these bad thoughts. Please take my hand, we're in foreign land as we travel through the snow. Together we go. Someone's put, I've sort of taken the meaning of foreign land to referring to the world. In a Christian context, we are told that the earth is not our real home and we don't really belong here. So maybe the writer's trying to lead, so maybe Tyler's trying to lead her through to the next life and ultimately to eternity with God. Oh, that's so Christmassy, I love it.
As we grow older, we will walk so much slower.
We get older as we grow older, we will walk so much slower. By walking, he both means fighting the cold landscape of depression will become harder, and that their older bodies will literally walk slower. Oh, I really loved that one. Next one's Air Catcher. Describes a reluctant attraction from Tyler in which he slowly falls into temptation. The title imagery uses imagery to describe a parachute which aids Tyler in the measures to avoid heartbreak. He explains that the attracting predator sabotages his parachute, making him fall in love with them. Whoa.
I don't
I don't fall slow like I used to. I fall straight down. I immediately thought I don't fall in love slow. I fall straight in love. That's what I got from that. You stole on my air catcher that kept me safe and sound, but now my core's not working as you staring me down. Oh, Tyler's air catcher represents self-control. His lover has seduced him to the point where he can't help but fall in love with them, so he's falling straight down. They have a cover of Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis Presley. I need to watch that. I love that song. Need to write that down. Oh. He knows he's falling fast, but despite how much he tries to slow down, he can't help but overwhelmed by their beauty. Stop, that's so cute. I will try to avoid those eyes. The production on this very much feels like he's like falling.
I think you would be the morning pretty contact.
Stop.
And the moon just happened to be the very first thing that I met.
Stop, that's so cute. I think you would beat the moon in a pretty contest. While the moon may be described as beautiful, it was in the night was judging by. It's not a good time for Tyler. He is in fact terrified of the night. And the moon's just happened to be the very first thing that I missed. I won't fall in love with falling. I will try to avoid those eyes. She's trying to avoid those eyes that he's falling in love with because maybe he's scared of falling. Although he says, but you stole on my, I don't know what if I want it back. It's kind of giving Nirvana vibes. Because I'm not sure if I want to give you tools that can destroy my heart. So he doesn't want to be hurt, yeah. He doesn't want to let them in, give them information that might people might not know, might turn on them. Oh. Ooh. That reverb. Ooh. They're all on it. Nick and Chris and Tyler.
Try to avoid those eyes.
But now I'm here to give you words as tools that you can destroy my heart. Wow, so he repeats it, but he changes it. So this says character development, regardless of the dangers, he's taking the risk, whether or not that's a good idea, but he's giving into the feeling at long last. So he's giving into those feelings and letting his guard down. Oh, I loved that one. I loved the reverb on that bridge. Next one is Trapdoor. Trapdoor illustrates the loneliness of a protagonist as he fights an intense depression which slowly eats away at his sanity. Is named after refers to that found of the gallows where people were executed by in a hyperbolic metaphor used to illustrate just how dire the situation is, how he's metaphorically dying, he continues to pretend he's okay.
He wakes up early today, throws on a mask that will alter his face. Nobody knows his real name, but now he just uses money sold on a grave.
He wakes up early today, throws on a mask that will alter his face. He throws on a mask, is that to hide his insecurities? Nobody knows his real name, but now he just uses one he saw on a grave. Wow. This relates to the common phrase, I'm dead inside, as he feels as if his mind has already died due to his mental illness. Nobody knows who he truly is, of course, as he puts on a mask as soon as he wakes up. Whoa. So he's putting on a mask as soon as he wakes up to hide those insecurities and feelings. And maybe he's even like losing himself a bit because he's becoming something else that he's not, which I think comes up somewhere else. Is it in Vessel? fake you out.
I'm alive. Everyone gather around for a show. Watch as this man disappears as we know.
Yeah, so he's now becoming something he's not. And he pretends he's okay, but you should see, him in his bed at night, he's petrified. After the day is done and one no longer needs to function in public, there is little to no filter for dark thoughts. Oh, he's horrified to close his eyes to rest as he fears being consumed by his disturbing ideas. I can relate to that a lot. Everything seems just coming to your mind at night.
He thinks that faith might be dead. Nothing kills a man faster than his own head.
Ooh.
He used to see dreams at night, but now he's just watching the backs of his eyes.
Oh, he used to see dreams at night, but now he's just watching the backs of his eyes. Dreaming is used here in the sense as he no longer has hopes and aspirations for the future. Depression has taken over his mind. He plays on the word dream and uses it in a literal sense as well, being compared to the emptiness of his life, to the dark. Ooh, so his feelings are really taking over now, and he's petrified of the dark and petrified of the night time.
Faces waste of life. Everyone gather around for a show. Watch as this man disappears as we know. Do me a favor and try to ignore.
Take me out and finish his waste of a life. He feels like he doesn't have anything good to offer the world and therefore doesn't deserve to go on living. That's a horrible line. Everyone gather around for a show. Watch as this man disappears as we know. Do me a favour and try to ignore as you watch him fall through a trapdoor. When someone was ordered to be executed by hanging, it was like a show. People would come and watch. The executor would push a release mechanism that would cause the prisoner with a noose around his neck to fall through a trapdoor. This lyric is not meant to be taken literally, however, the protagonist metaphorically dies shutting down completely due to severe depression. Tyler wants us to just be self-aware, just as people used to gather around for a show during public executions. He calls for the listeners to pay close attention to these situations. If one shows signs of depression, the best thing to do is help before it's too late. Don't let them go through that trapdoor.
Watch as this man disappears as we know. Do me a favor and try to ignore. When you watch him fall through a bleeding trapdoor. Cause nobody knows he's alive.
Because no one knows he's alive. The man feels insignificant. Nobody understands him, therefore nobody knows him, and how could they? The first thing he does every day is throw on a mask to hide his identity. While others might see an average man, he's actually struggling to stay alive. That's a deep song, one I can relate to actually, because sometimes you throw on this mask without even realising, sometimes because you're scared of what people think of you. The next one is a car. Look at the lyrics, show that these words may be said from the perspective of Jesus himself during this time of prayer. Also, Tyler coming to realise why Jesus died for the sins.
The air begins to feel a little thin as I start the car, and then I begin to add the miles piled up behind me. I want to crack the door so I can just fall out.
My God, The air begins to feel a little thin, and as I start the car and I begin, I barely feel a smile deep inside of me. So they're looking back at his life and all they have been through or done, and is feeling burdened by it all. The heaviness of their past is weighing down on them and preventing them from feeling happiness. I want to crack the door so I can just fall out. But then I remembered when you packed my car, you reached the back and buckled up your heart. What? The symbolic act of gifting someone your heart has been used. Tyler is touching a more specific gifting. This heart could also be generally representative of God's love.
Then I remember when you packed my car. You reached in the back and buckled up your heart for me to drive away.
For me to drive away with, I began to understand why God died. Jesus died for the sins of humans, which basically meant he died for love. This is the feeling that Tyler is beginning to understand love for the person who gave him their heart, and he begins to feel the same way for the girl in the following verses. Okay.
And when my car was far out of sight, he crept in her room and stayed there for the night. And then
When my car was far out of sight, he crept in her room and stayed for the night. Continuous evidence that someone cares about them. Tyler's absence leads this person from or to her demon, who ensures Tyler is gone for good before making his way into her room closer to her. Whew. Whoa! Then I felt chills in my bones. The breath I saw was not my own. I knew my skin that wrapped my frame wasn't made to play this game. Tyler begins to approach the girl's demons. This is likely a foreign concept to him, seeing that most of his conflicts are internal within his own mind. Tyler sees the breath or thoughts of another person that overwhelms him. Since he isn't ever fit to overcome his own depression, he feels unsuitable to help someone else. Oh. And then I saw him, torch in hand. He laid it out and what he had planned. And then I said, I'll take the grave, please just send them all my way. So is he saying he'll take the grave for this girl? That represents the desperate struggle of the girl. Tyler somehow realises or finds out what she goes through. After seeing what it is that troubles her, Tyler insists that he would rather take the pain than her deal with it. Yeah. Tyler sacrificing himself to make peace for others. Oh.
I began to understand why God died. The air begins to feel a little.
I begin to understand why God died. In Christian teachings, Jesus died for the sins of humans, which basically meant he died for love. So is he saying he died to let this girl not suffer anymore?
Walk away with. I began to understand why God died.
Oh, I like that one. And when I looked inside, I saw it held your heart. For me to walk away with, I began to understand why God died. I really liked that one. Taxi Cab is next. While the interpretation for the song can vary from person to person, the song has some undeniable religious references which are backed up by Tyler's Christian upbringing and lifestyle. Tyler maintains a humble tone towards God but seems to change who he sings to for the third verse. There he tells the story with a handful of interesting metaphors which have inspired fans to develop numerous theories of their meaning. Ooh, what's this third verse?
I inside your ghost and fill up every hole inside my mind. I said, don't be afraid. We're going home.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I want to fall inside your ghost and fill up every hole inside my mind. Wow, the story's being told as first person, and the narrator, Tyler, is feeling incomplete. I want everyone to know that I'm half a soul divided. Wow. He reinforces the idea that he is incomplete. Oh, it could possibly relate to the character of Blurryface. Chorus. Sometimes we will die and sometimes we will fly away. Either way, you're by my side until my dying days. Oh, okay, so it's either directed to a man or to God. After all, the Christian Bible tells us God never leaves. On the other hand, why would Tyler tell God that either way he will die or fly away? No matter what happens, his friend or perhaps God will always be with him. If the chorus is in fact directed to God, this may be a way to express his Christian belief that we cannot escape God's presence. I said, don't be afraid, we're going home. So most likely Tyler was quoting the angel that appeared to Mary, the mother of Jesus and Mary, when Jesus rose from the dead. Oh, wow, Angel Gabriel. Tyler is rescued by 3 divine beings and is reassured of safety and destruction. Ooh, maybe like the 3 shepherds that bring God frankincense and myrrh. Maybe he's like got 3 beings guiding him. Oh, interesting.
I wanna strip myself of breath, a breathless piece of death I've made for you.
I want to strip myself of breath, a breathless piece of death I've made for you. So he's addressing another person. To take a breath away is a metaphor for death. The second line makes this even more clear. Oh, okay. With the ritual of baptism in mind, the death the narrator speaks of as metaphorical, reflecting the crucifixion of Christ. In order to be spiritually born, some sort of death must precede. So he's saying, like, almost to pass away and be brought back to life. He thinks maybe that will help. If I'm getting that right, you guys will have to help me maybe on this one.
Oh, sometimes we will die and sometimes we will fly away. The way you're by my side until my dying days. And if I'm not there and I'm far away, I said, don't be afraid. I said,
We're going home. Okay, now we're going into the first 3.
So the hearse ran out of gas, a passenger person grabbed a map and the driver inside it contrived a new route to save the past and checked his...
Wow, okay. I'm going to kind of do a little bit by bit here. So the hearse ran out of gas. That's what you go in when you've passed away. But the hearse ran out of gas, meaning he didn't make it to death as he intended. So this is where God swoops in and saves him from the hearse. The driver is most likely God, the Father, given the religious... Oh, wow. Okay. And checked his watch and grabbed a cab. He beautifully planned taxi cab. God is planning a new route or new life direction in order to save Tyler from his past sins. Wow, that did happen, I guess. It did, because their next album after this was Vessel. And that was a whole new part of life, something to live for. The plan involves the taxi cab, the vehicle which will take Tyler away from his past. The cab itself is likely a metaphor for salvation of God's grace. The beautifully planned taxi cab to emphasise God's perfect timing.
Watching grab the cab, a beautifully planned taxi cab, a cab had it cleared out back and 2 men started to unpack. Driving once again, but now this time there were 3 men, and then I heard one of them say, I know the night will turn to grey, I know the stars will start to fade when all the darkness fades away. We had to steal him from his fate so he could see another day.
Wait, we had to steal him from his fate so he could see another day. They stole the non-Christian man from hell by converting him to Christianity, and he saw another day by going to heaven. So God really saved him in that aspect. Wow. Look to the spirits, look up to God for help, and he gave him it. By accepting Christ as his Lord and Saviour and saving this man from his fate, he is also able to enjoy the treasure in heaven awaiting him.
All I saw were backs of heads, and then I asked, am I alive and well, or am I dreaming dead? Then one turned around to say, we're driving toward the morning sun, where all your blood is washed away and all you did will be undone.
Oh, so it's again going back on that. The sun will rise and we'll try again. And then I cracked open my box. Someone must have picked the lock. 3 men freed him from his coffin, saving his life. They brought light and hope back to him. A little light revealed the spot where my fingernails had fought. Ah, where he tried to free himself. Oh, the light could be a metaphor for religious faith. And then there were 3 men up front. All I saw were backs of heads. Oh! The Father, Son and the Holy Spirit. Oh, doesn't it know who they are? And then I asked, am I alive or well, or am I dreaming dead? Is this reality? Tyler's unsure if he's conscious or not. Has he been saved? Religious asked, oh, saved it. God saved him. Tyler's amazed by his fact and isn't sure if it's really happening. One turned around to say, we're driving towards the morning sun, where all your blood is washed away and all you did will be undone. So all his sins and the stuff that he's done will be washed away. A new beginning. The taxi cab is driving towards heaven, and indeed Tyler has transcended his earthly life and will finally receive forgiveness and reward for his mortal faith. Place of new beginnings. Wow. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's just a new beginning.
Don't be
Feels a bit like you're on a taxi drive. Ooh. Oh, it says here, Tyler has never fully disclosed the meaning of the 3rd verse. But he said it is one of the most favourite verses ever written. I mean, to me, I got that he felt like he was in a hearse. He never got to the hearse because he never committed. And now he's in a taxi cab because it's on a journey. It's just the whole journey of accepting what you've done, accepting your life, accepting goodness, accepting help for those demons from God, Mother, Father, Son and Holy Spirit, and they're like starting him fresh now, to me. Second to last song before you start your day. It's a piano-driven track that uses the analogy of morning preparations in the aftermath of a rough night to discuss insecurities and the masking of oneself. Ooh, let's get into this one. Oh, it's a piano.
Open the slits in your face and start your day. You don't have much time to make your slits look just right.
Open your slits in your face and start your day. Oh, eyes. I was like, oh, a cut. Yeah. This one gives one of the image of 2 wounds on the face. Oh, in the place of the eyes. Ooh, scars from self. Subject has to cover up. Ooh, these are deep topics. Oh, it's getting more. I'm in your mind, I'm singing, I'm in your mind, I'm singing. Is it God in his head or is it him in his head? I like depression making sound in Tyler's mind. Maybe a bit like holding on to you, like a noose around your mind, you know, surrounding.
Look in the mirror and ask yourself if you're alright. Put out the glitter that your soul hides behind.
Wow. Look in the mirror and ask your soul if you're right. Mirrors show the person they reflect more so than you would sometimes prefer. Tyler's asking us to be truthful with ourselves when considering our mental, emotional, and physical health. Taking an honest look at one's face can help force one to face a problem, face it and beat it. Put on the glitter that your soul hides behind. This line continues the idea of masking, with hiding behind a mask, or like makeup, something reflecting brightness rather than the feeling of internal darkness after a difficult night. Oh, Bible imagery.
I'm singing la da la da la da la da la da la da. The clouds above will.
Know you were made holy. Open up your eyes and see that clouds above will hold you. The clouds above will sing. Wow. This whole song is talking about a person that believes that they're imperfect and maybe struggling in life or struggling with God, and maybe they're getting lost in depression and let their demons take advantage of them. Tyler reminds himself, as does the Bible, that we are made holy internally and not because of external masks. Wow. Then he says that the clouds above heaven will cherish him and they will sing to him like that which has been singing to him in the choruses. I love that piano. Oh, wow. As they move forward throughout their day, thought and singing have shifted completely to the other, whether that be Blurryface, fans, God, or a significant other. This La-Da, La-Da melody continues on the next song of the album, which leads morning preparation to discuss of daily life. Tyler therefore conveys how truly consistent this interior singing is throughout his day. She goes straight on into the next one, the last one on the album, Isle of Frightless Birds. It's about people, Christians or not, who waste their potential in life. Frightless birds is used as a metaphor to describe people who have beautiful wings, but choose not to use them for their purpose. As the band concludes this album about personal struggles and inner demons, this song is meant to inspire the listener to action and to make them stop being apathic about things that have eternal weight. This is mirrored by the song's tone and it's about 5 minutes 40 seconds. Wow, so it's nearly 6 minutes. Oh yeah, it goes straight into it. Oh, I wasn't expecting it to be like this. Some synths come in there.
Is the climax to the story that gives the demons and angels purpose?
Ooh.
They fly around while we are.
Now is the climax to the story that gives the demons and angels purpose. This is the part of his life that challenges his sense of good and evil the most. His impression is the rising action, and when he gets to the point of completion and contemplates, that is the climax being, he's telling us that he doesn't know which way to go due to the confusion build-up has created. They fly around while we are walking and mould our emotions just to please them. So demons and angels. Here is flying around, influencing people as they live their daily lives, failing to acknowledge or recognise their presence. So everyone has their demons and everyone has their angels. Can be used to represent factors that impact the good and bad decisions we make. Allow internal forces to influence their decisions in life. Because of this, they never really end up doing what they truly want and go through life letting others control what they do, leaving them unsatisfied and frightless even though they once had the potential to soar. Yeah, okay. Wow, so this album's kind of talking about following others, being too scared of what others think, not letting your guard down, good and evil. Let's go into the chorus.
I will fly
I'm cold. Can you hear? Also, he's feeling lost and alone, numb from the cold. I will fly with no hope, no fear, and the ground taunts my wings. Tyler will try his best to live his life as distinctly as possible to avoid being frightless or immobilized for society into a regular person. Wow. Despite others trying to drag him down, he refused to revert back into being some regular face off the street, even though that life tempts him. Wow. So going back to maybe Johnny Boy being kicked down by the world, but must fight to prove how much their life matters to them. Oh, plummet as I sing. Even if Tyler fails and metaphorically plummets at achieving his dream, at least he knows he attempted to do something he truly loves and didn't give up.
All we are is an isle of lightless birds. We find our worth in giving birth and stuff. We're landing our homes against winding roads, and we think the going is tough. We pick songs to sing, remind us of things that nobody cares about. And honestly, we're probably more suicidal than ever now. If you
Ooh, he actually has it in a song.
we can take apart our very heart, and the light will set us free.
So again, you know, the beginning of the day. Sun will rise and you'll try again. You're just trying your best. All we are is an isle of flightless birds. We find our worth in giving birth and stuff. An isle is a very small island. The comparison of humans to birds that don't fly suggests that while we are capable of great things, we don't take advantage of our full potential. We pick songs to sing reminds us of things that nobody cares about. If you decide to live by what you think's wrong and what's right, believe me, you'll begin to wish you were sleeping. Or failure is a purpose. He says that even if you try to find meaning in living by what's right, depression will find its way into your mind. Wow. But if you wake up every morning and decide what we believe, we can take apart our very heart and the light will set us free. Tyler suggests that the key to purpose is repeating your essential beliefs, like those in God, to yourself. Oh wow, so he's really like, things may go wrong, but at least you tried. You know, you may be going through all these inner demons and struggling with your inner demons, but you have to try and get past them and not let them defeat you. Wow. Just like, plummet as I sing, but that's what I want to do. I want to sing. That's what I want to do.
And so degrading, it's time we're wasting, as time will fly by and the sky will cry as light is fading, and he is waiting, oh, so patiently while we repeat the same routine as we will please comfortability.
How frustrating and so degrading his time we're wasting. This line expresses how Tyler thinks he's worthless and not enough, since he feels he can't do the simplest things that are expected of him in life. Wow. And also expresses how he feels about the amount of wasted human potential in the world. We are wasting God's good time. As time will fly by and the sky will cry as light is fading. Wow. Humanity is running out of time to fulfill their purpose. The human race will not live forever, and we might not have enough time to do what God intended us if we keep wasting time wallowing in our inconvenience and demons. Wow. That's powerful. It's like, don't let them take over all this time in your life, and don't let them waste all that time in your life. While we repeat the same routine as we will please, God is sitting in heaven waiting for us to show his love. But as consistently hinted in the song, we are frightless birds sick could be sharing God's love in the world. Your soul knows good and evil. Your soul knows good both sides, and it's time to pick your battle. And I promise you this is mine. I promise you this is mine. Wow. Our soul knows what to do and what not to do, and you need to pick what you will fight for and against. He ends this album, which describes many struggles, by reminding his listeners to fight for them and by explaining that writing about them is fight. And there's a really nice long intro here. Outro. Wow. What a beautiful way to end the album. Is that we've gone through this whole journey of the album where he's been talking about all his inner struggles and inner demons and choosing good and evil. He's done bad things in the past, talking up to God. God's helped him. He's kind of gone on a journey with a girl and his feelings. He's letting down that guard. He's letting that guard down. But is he? He's not too sure whether to, because of those feelings and being scared to be hurt. And then he ends the album with the taxi cab, like taking him to this place, you know, not letting him commit, keeping him in the society, good and evil, going on the right path of life. And then he ends it with talking to everyone really about their inner struggles, and as much as they're there, don't let them take over what you can do in life, because you deserve to do what you want to do in life and not to be taken over by these inner demons. And I've kind of always said that our brains are literally like the most powerful thing. They literally take over you as a person, and you have to be so strong not to let that happen and to continue with life, because we all want to do our dreams in life, and don't let those things stop you. So that was a great album, really different to what I've gone through with all their other albums. Very heavy on his religious background and his inner demons. My favourite ones that I've saved here were Friend Please, Johnny Boy, Oh Misbeliever, Air Catcher, Trapdoor, A Car, A Torch of Death, Taxi Cab, and Isle of Frightless Birds. They were my favourites, which actually some of them are the least played ones off this album. I really enjoyed that. I know I've got a few songs off of Vessel, 10-year anniversary. Regional at Best, there's some songs I haven't heard of that one, and I believe that there's also No Pun Intended. So do let me know about those. Please help me know if they're anywhere to listen to, because they're not on Spotify, no pun intended. So let me know about that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I tried it a little bit different today, stopping as I go through the song, just so it's a bit easier to edit and to see if it didn't take me as long. I think it's taken me just as long because I've been sat here for 2.5 hours. But I've had so much fun, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. Do let me know what you thought down in the comments down below, or if you want to add anything, I'd love to hear. I always read all of your comments. If you would like the uncut version, my Patreon will be linked down below, where we have early access, all of my uncut reactions, and a lot of exclusive content over there. We've gone through so much more 21 Pilots over there, exclusive on my Patreon. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in a brand new video super soon. Bye, guys.